So the book I have in front of me is the 1935 Radiator Somerville High School Yearbook. And I'm using it as a tool and a source for a story that I'm working on. And I wanted to share it with you guys because A, I'm a yearbook nerd. I was on my middle and high school yearbook staff, so I love yearbooks. But B, I love doing research for stories, particularly local historical research. And yearbooks are such a treasure trove. Your public library probably has a ton of them. And so I'm doing a story about a 1935 graduate of Somerville High School. And I wanted to share with you a couple of things that caught my attention. First of all, these photos are all of the graduating seniors. And what I found really interesting is that they all have their name, their address where they lived, what they were doing after high school, and then also like a little quote about them. So this woman, Charlotte Eldridge, frankly charming and charmingly frank. Luke Dunn, it's what they call personality. Raymond Drew, his hopes of success are as high as he is tall. The other thing I wanted to share was this editorial that they wrote for the class of 1935. And it says they go out on June 12th to graduate and are summoned away forever. And then it says this: some of us will rise like meteors to burn an immortal place in the pages of history. Others will give off a steady glow before dying out. But no matter what our place in the Hall of Fame, we will all recite our passages with the best that is in us in an endeavor to bring credit to that institution in which we rehearsed and which we shall always hold dear in our memories. And so I share this because with history as our guide, it's interesting to think about the fact that this is 1935 and to think about what lay ahead of these graduates, particularly the war. And the graduate that I'm researching only lived another 10 years after graduation because of the war. And his story is incredible and a really interesting modern connection that I'm very excited to share with you guys. But I just think about all that these graduates had to endure in the next phase of their lives. And I just am so grateful that we have historical records like these to look back on and to use as our guide. And so I'm very excited to share the story with you guys. More to come. But yeah, go to your local library and check out your local high school yearbooks. They're very cool.